Hello everyone and welcome to Bevins Bricks, and today's video is going to be recap on episode 6 for LEGO Masters. Now this week's episode was a little different. It started with a car build, and with that car build they had to race the cars. So the object was to make the fastest car. Now what happened here is they went ahead and let the cars go, and then the first person down to the bottom of the hill obviously won. Well, that first person got to begin the second half of the build. And then every place you came in after that, it was a 5-minute delay, for a total of a 25-minute delay for the team that came in last place on this particular race challenge. I wish I had a little more footage on that particular episode, but unfortunately, due to the coronavirus, as many of you are aware, there was a presidential announcement that kind of made me miss the first part of the show. But anyway, let's get on to the second half of the build. Now, the second half, they all had, well, I shouldn't say they all had. The first place winner for the race got 7 hours, and then, like I said, each additional person lost 5 minutes. So the last place person only had 6 hours and 35 minutes to build the bridges. And here you can see some images of the bridges all lined up together once they were completed. And man, there were some really spectacular builds. But the thing is the top 2 teams, and it's something I wanted to add, is whoever won the bridge build challenge got a golden brick for protection. But again, there's always going to be 2 teams that win and 2 teams that lose. So now let's go ahead and get down to the winners and losers. Now, out of the top 2 teams, you had Mark and Boone and Amy and Tyler. And the reason they were the top 2 teams is they held the most weight. Now, as you can see here, they had a ton of weight on their bridge, but they were only allowed to put a maximum of 1,000 pounds for safety reasons. But anyway, as you just saw, Tyler and Amy's bridge, and here is Mark and Boone's bridge, and they both, again, had 1,000 pounds, but Mark and Boone's bridge won. Now, because it was a tie on weight, the final decision was made upon the appearance of the bridge. Me personally, I liked both the bridges, but I felt that Tyler and Amy's bridge actually should have been the ones that actually won, and they should have got the golden brick. Not that Adam and Boone did a poor job on their bridge was fantastic as well. I just felt, aesthetically speaking anyway, I thought Amy and Tyler's bridge was more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And here at the end, with Flynn and Richard and Mel and Jermaine being the bottom 2, it's where it got a little bit hairy. And what I mean by that is Flynn and Richard's bridge only held 45 pounds. But here's where it got a little tricky, because Mel and Jermaine's build, I do believe, held 225 pounds. But the problem was they didn't actually complete their build. And one of the objects was that it had to be the height of the actual display, and theirs was not. So they were ultimately voted off. They were asked to leave the build floor, and they had to leave their sig figs in the display case and then leave. So they were the bottom 2 for this week. Anyway, there you have it. That's this week's episode 6 recap for the LEGO Masters. Again, Mel and Jermaine were the 2 voted off, and Adam and Boone were the golden brick winners and were the big winners of this week's episode. So as always, I hope you enjoy these particular shows. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment below. And if you get a chance, don't forget to check out my Amazon links, as they do help my page grow. So as always, thank you for coming to Bevins Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below, and we'll see you next time on Bevins Bricks.